so sorry. I am so sorry. This is just embarrassing. But you know, content, right? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat and I am a flight attendant for a major US airline. Oh my god, I haven't even told the story and I'm already mortified. So if you are a subscriber of this channel, then you know I am like the master of disaster. Like, my life is a mess. And if you are not a subscriber of this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's not your first video, not your second video, not gonna be your last video. So go ahead and press that subscribe button right now and turn that bell on so you can be notified every single time I post a video. So we're just gonna take a quick little moment so you can go do that. All right, done? Done. I seriously have no idea how I have managed to get away without telling this story for so long. Time's up, time to tell it. So yeah, let's just get into it. So to make matters even worse, the person that I'm going to be talking about in this video is kind of what you would call an important person. So in order to protect this important person from all of my embarrassment, we're gonna just go ahead and give them a fake name. So in this video, we're gonna refer to this important person as Tom. So Tom it is. So to set the scene of this video, we have to go back a few years. So I have actually been flying, I'm now on my 4th year of flying. So we have to go back to the very beginning when I was going to work for a regional airline. But actually, we're gonna go back even further than that. So for those of you who do not know, I'm actually married now. I have been for about 2.5 years. Maybe a little more than that, but around 2.5 years. And ironically enough, I actually met my husband because we matched on Tinder when I was at flight attendant training. But yeah, that's its own story. So back to the disaster that is this story. Before I went to flight attendant training, I'm gonna go ahead and estimate it was like 6 months prior. May have even been a little bit further along. I can't exactly remember. But anyways, basically 6 months or give or take prior to flight attendant training, I was on Tinder. And I was swiping on through on one boring night, I don't know, afternoon, whatever. And I swiped and I instantly got a match to Tom. So yeah, and I was like, oh great, Tom is really cute. This is fabulous, right? I don't know, just whatever like a typical person thinks when they get a match on Tinder, unless you're like a mega supermodel and then you're just like, oh, another one.
Another one.
But anyways, so me and Tom match and Tom messages me and says basically that, long story short, they were only in Dallas because they were stopping on a short layover before they were going over to Phoenix from wherever he was coming from. So then I was like, okay, great. Well, no point wasting my time with Tom, right? Because Tom's leaving. And I've never been to Phoenix. I never intend to go to Phoenix. So goodbye, Tom. And that was the end of Tom. Or should have been. But no, wasn't the end of Tom. So let's fast forward the clock to, I don't know, maybe 3 months. We're gonna estimate about three embarrassing months. So then out of the blue, Tom actually messages me, which at this point I had actually forgotten that Tom existed. I am one of those people, out of sight, out of mind kind of people. So yeah, I totally forgot about Tom. But anyways, so Tom messages me and I was like, oh, it's Tom. And he actually had put something really stupid, which Tom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it was stupid. It was like saying something about like, oh, I'm in Dallas again and I tried to get the pilot to stop, or I'm over Dallas again, or whatever Tom cheesily said. It was like, I'm in Dallas again, trying to get the pilot to stop, but I couldn't, so I kept going, or I don't know, something like that. And maybe Tom was up in the air. I have no idea where Tom was, but he somehow happened to be in the vicinity of Dallas, I'm guessing, when he sent me that. So yeah, Tom blew over Dallas again, did not stop. So up to this point, still have never met Tom. And then on the first conversation, like basically after Tom had said like he's leaving, I was like, okay, good riddance, Tom. But this time Tom said I'm leaving, but we kept talking a little bit. And Tom is actually a great conversationalist, pretty funny, nice, witty guy, right? This is so awkward now that I'm married to like talk about good qualities of somebody else. Okay, but anyways, yeah, Tom was a decent fellow. So, and he might be single. So for all you ladies, okay, whatever. Anyways, we kept talking for a little bit. I found out what Tom did and I was just like, holy moly. Like, on first reaction, I didn't know this was Tom's life or this is who Tom was or whatever. I just thought like, oh, cute guy on Tinder, you know? So yeah, Tom has a very impressive resume. We kept talking for a little bit and then once again, conversation blew over. Kind of forgot about Tom. So let's go ahead and fast forward, I don't know, 3 more months. And suddenly I get my CJO, which is my conditional job offer from my regional airline. Woohoo! Tequila shots! But no, seriously, we did take tequila shots. We were so excited. But anyways, so yeah, I got my CJO, I got my regional offer, and in the confirmation email, it said, you are going out to Phoenix for training. And I don't know what reminded me of Tom, but I was like, Tom's in Phoenix. Maybe this time I can actually like go on a date with Tom or see Tom. I don't know. So then, oh God, I'm cringing already. I'm so cringing. So then I reached back out to Tom and I think I reached out to him before I actually went to Phoenix, if memory serves me correctly, saying that, hey, I'm actually going out to Phoenix for my regional airline, like we should meet up, whatever. And Tom is like, okay, great, blows me off. Oh God, why did I do this? So yeah, Tom blew me off. But no, Kat, she's persistent apparently. So I went out to Phoenix and I had never been to Phoenix. I was so excited. I was making so many really cool friends at my regional airline training. So we were going out as like a group. We were going to sushi and doing other stuff and seeing the sights basically because I had never been to Phoenix. So once more, I reached out to Tom when I was in Phoenix. And I was like, hey, I'm in Phoenix, we should meet up. And then Tom, once again, I think he might have actually been out of town at this point. Either that or I'm just trying to like really just save my ass here. But we're just gonna go ahead and say Tom was out of town. But long story short, once again, Tom blew me off. So yeah, I didn't see Tom when I was out during the 3.5 weeks of flight attendant training, which I actually ended up matching with my husband during the beginning of flight attendant training. Things have to go a little bit more sour before they get sweet. So fast forward a little bit, I end up finishing training, but before you can actually get your wings, you still have to pass something called an IOE. This is basically like your in-flight experience. So for my regional airline, you would go on like a 3 or 4 day trip with somebody and you would basically watch what they're doing. You would look over both positions of the aircraft so you can really get that in-flight service experience. So I'm basically shadowing over somebody as they work both positions on the flight and kind of learning the role. But before you can graduate from your IOE, you have something called a check ride. So for your check ride, your IOE instructor now becomes actually your instructor. So before you're just kind of watching them, seeing what they're doing, but now they actually have to grade you. They can't say anything, they can't help you. They are literally just supposed to sit there, watch you, make sure you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, covering all your FAA bases. So this is my IOE ride check, my very first flight where this is like my time to shine. Or not, you know. So we are in San Antonio. And this, oh, mind you, I live in Dallas. This person lives in Phoenix. We are in San Antonio, so how did this happen? How? Like literally, what is the coincidence that this person ends up in San Antonio? But anyways, we're in San Antonio, so we're at the airport at the gate, going to get onto the plane, and I see all of the seats in the gate area, and I am just looking at somebody who's pretty far away. Now mind you, like I have pretty good vision, but this person was quite a distance away, and I'm just like over there kind of squinting, and I'm just thinking to myself like, no way, like no way, no way, right? This can't be happening, not to me, not to Kat, right? She's a good person. She does community service. She tries to be nice to people, you know, but yeah, Kat, after her. So when you first get on the plane, one of the first things that you are handed is like this stack of papers that tell you like who is supposed to be on the plane. And I am working first class, and so of course I see Tom out there, or I think I see Tom out there. So I get the stack of papers and I look at it, I'm scrolling, I'm like Santa, I'm checking this list twice for Tom, and I see it and I was like, oh my God, Tom is on this flight. No, Tom's on my flight. Now I have to pass my IOE. I'm sweating bullets. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle this information on in there, but I actually also used to have a mohawk. So this is actually what I used to look like when I first became a flight attendant. But obviously you cannot have a mohawk and be a flight attendant. So what was I doing? I was wearing wigs. So not only am I like, I need to pass my IOE, I need to pass this ride check, I also need to keep my wig on. I don't want to be wig snatched while I'm like working in the first class cabin, because who knows, I had never really done this before, so I don't know what I was thinking. And now Sir Thomas is up in my first class. So of course they board. Now not only is Tom in my first class, but my first class is his entire company. So I decide I'm gonna go take pre-departure beverage orders, and the lady sitting next to him wanted a soda water. Oh my God, why do I remember this? Well, okay, I know why I remember this. So the lady sitting next to him, who was in his company, wants soda water. So I take their beverage. He wanted a water with no ice, which at this point I'm just thinking like, who drinks water with no ice? I wasn't a flight attendant at the time, so I didn't realize like that many people drink water with no ice. And actually, ironically, now I a lot of times drink water with no ice, but yeah, okay, anyways. So I go to make this water with no ice and a soda water. Now I'm so nervous and freaking out, I pour this lady a ginger ale. A ginger ale. Now ginger ale and soda water are not even the same color. Soda water is like clear and bubbly. Ginger ale is like yellowy, weird, browny, disgusting, bubbly, right? They don't look alike. I served that to her and then she goes, I don't think this is soda water. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh my God, I was like a professional bartender for years, and I can't tell the difference between ginger ale and soda water. Jack and ginger, vodka soda. Suddenly can't tell the difference. But then I go back to the galley, I look at the can and I was like, oh my God, that's ginger ale, I gave it to her. So I sneak back over, I humble myself down, and I was mortified. My face had to be flush red. And I'm just like, oh my God, that is not soda water. Please let me go get you another drink. So I go take it back and he's looking at me. He's looking at me, serve this lady the wrong drink. So I go take it back to the galley, go get her soda water, which is clear. And then I continue to fish on with my duties. Then another one of his coworkers complained that the internet's not working. And so then I'm trying to handle this situation and I'm just like, oh my God, the internet's not working. I served this lady the wrong thing. Like, oh my God, this is like a disaster. This is a disaster happening. And so then mid-flight, he kind of stops me. I was just like going and doing like my walkthrough and he stops me and he was like, do I know you? Now, mind you, I am wearing a wig. Oh my God, I'm wearing a wig. So he was like, do I know you from somewhere? And then he guesses, he was like, New Mexico. And I was just like, and I'm sure again, my face is flush red. And I was like, no, Dallas, Texas. And then he looks at me, he's like, oh, and I was like, yeah, and immediately I didn't even allow him to talk to me. I immediately ran to the galley to hide. I was so embarrassed. And still worried that my wig's gonna fall off for some strange reason. So yeah, I'm just like mortified. And then we end up landing and he deplanes and he's like, nice to see. I don't know, he probably made some joke, but because like I was so embarrassed, I don't even know what the joke was. It obviously wasn't funny enough for me to retell, I'm guessing, but yeah. So he says something probably semi-funny and witty and then leaves. My Tinder match, who I never actually met. I never actually met this person. I got blown off twice and then they end up on my ride check flight. Now, funny enough, like obviously there was like no love connection there. He was probably instantly like, I would never date somebody who can't tell the difference between soda water and ginger ale. Tom and me are still like semi-cool, or I guess as cool as you can really be. So Tom, if you are watching this, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This is just embarrassing. But you know, content, right? So to save my ego just a little bit, please go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.